Hey y'all, Chell here, and we're here with hopefully what's going to be a quick video, just a quick way to show you how to fast level toddlers and to talk a little bit about the method that I have going on. What are you doing, dude? That's Titan, that's one of our sons. So we're just going to use her. This is Yoshi. This is my 100 baby save, but it has absolutely no effect on my 100 babies because this is a separate save as that I saved at this point in time. As a matter of fact, Yoshi, the little blonde here that we're going to use as an example, she is a child already in 100 baby. So we're going to check her needs. We're just going to get her needs maxed out so that way we don't have to worry about any of that while we're taking care of her. Now, first thing you want to do is we're going to work on thinking. That's not necessarily the first thing you want to do, but that's just the first thing that I usually do is thinking. So to do thinking, you pick a teen or older, and mom's moving, she's walking, so we're just gonna do Vermont here. And what you want to do is you want to go under friendly and just completely queue up a bunch of watch actions. And we may use Zach too, but we're just gonna queue up a bunch of watch actions. That's what she was doing. They literally just aged up and she's already almost to level 2. But just to show you how fast it goes, we're just going to, come on, get over there. Titan, what are you doing here? You don't live here no more, son. But just, you can see it goes pretty quick and you just have them watch. And so she's going to keep watching. We're not going to sit and watch her watch because that'll take a while. So what's Zach doing? Okay, Zach has a level 2 communication. So you want a stuffed animal and then just babble. Just queue up a bunch of babbling. And usually it takes about 2, maybe 3 full queues. And you can see right here that it we'll fast forward. But see it jump from 16 to 30. It'll jump pretty good. I don't care. Okay, great. And 45 now, 59. See, it jumps pretty good. And this is just stuff that I picked up from friends, from watching other YouTubers, and from on forums, and just various different things. So, it's no real big trick. It's just, you know, little tips and tricks that you can pick up here and there. So, how is she doing? See, she's already into level 2. And you can't... See, she's watching him already. Once you are watching, the watch action goes away. So she can't queue up watch again until she's done watching him. And then we'll get her queued up for some more. But watching is the quickest way to get up the thinking skill. You can get that to level 3. I mean, they literally just aged up right before I started recording, so... She's already almost to level 2. The pottying, I haven't found a trick for pottying. Pottying takes the longest, but come on over here. For imagination, I don't know why I was about to call it imitation. For imagination, just get a book. This one to me is the most annoying one. It's the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the most one you have to pay, you have to do the most. You have to do most of the action. Like all the others, you can just queue it up and go off and do another sim, and you can queue it up and go off and do another sim. But this one, you always get a toddler book and do the read to children interaction and queue up all your toddlers, and they'll come running. If they don't come running, then you can usually just click on mom, and it may not be listen to story, and they'll come over here and they'll listen to the story. She probably won't start reading until they're here, but if you notice because Sims 4 is timed interactions, they are based on the clock and not necessarily the interaction. So they missed out on some story and she's going to have to do it again. Unfortunately, she'll put the book down and you have to just keep waiting until she puts the book down, and then the toddlers try to wander off, and then you queue them up. But this will get the imagination up pretty good. Go back to skills. So it's going up pretty decently. And make sure at night, I always at night read them to sleep, because it does give them a good little boost. So reading to them and reading to them go to sleep is a good way to get imagination. Thinking, watch. You queue up a bunch of watches. Communication, the stuffed animal. So when they're done with this story, and like I said, you can get these toddlers queued up. The hardest one is potty, and then for movement, you want the slide. You don't necessarily have to have this big play area, but you do need just the slide. And then you just queue up slide. Now with slide, you do have to somewhat keep an eye on them unless you've got other things that you need to do, and then you can just let them do their thing. We're going to fast speed just to get it. Oh, I need to replace that. Oh, wait. I think I already did replace that. Come on. Come on. What the hell are you doing? Thank you. Alright, so it's at 14:37. See it jump? 38, 60. See? So yeah, you get them sliding, you queue up a couple of interactions full, and they'll have that movement maxed in no time. Let's see. Imagination, movement, thinking. What is the other one? I know potty is the next one. Yeah, just potty. And with potty, I just literally, you can have a sim help, but I haven't noticed any significant increase whether a sim helps or not. I usually have them do it, but it's really not anything major. And you can, he's already got his communication up from the stuffed animal, just doing it for 2 full cues. And imagination, he's almost to level 2, and he listened to 1 story. So it's just, a play is another good one for movement, but it's not as good as the slide. I upstairs, I redid these bedrooms in the newest one with the new sets of twins and the new toddlers, and I changed this into a room with the slide because we're now getting to where it's raining all the time, and I don't like my toddlers out in the rain, so I put it up there. So yeah, just that's it. Stories for imagination, the stuffed animal for communication, watch, and once you get to where you can ask why, that's a really good one for thinking also. So watching for thinking and ask why for thinking are both really good ones. Imagination, stories, I think I said that, and movement is the slide. So that's how you level up toddlers really fast. With kids, it's best if you just get them either on a violin, an interaction that they will do, and you can just set them to do it and take off, and they will do it until they're just about to die. I know that sounds bad, but when you're doing the 100 baby, you just want them to do it and not stop. So if you notice here, I have 2 chess tables with only 1 chair, and that's so nobody can interrupt them, and they will queue up logic, and they will do logic until they just are about to die before they stop. So I have teens do logic, and I have, where the hell are our violins? Is that in, did one of these kids take, there's one. But usually I have a couple of violins here that these 2 put in their inventory. And I queue the kids up for violins, and I queue the adults up for logic, and then I just let them go. And we have the projects outside. Again, it's raining now, so I've been peppering them throughout the house and everything, but I have them. It's only worth it to do 1 per day. It doesn't matter if you do 2 or 3, it's not going to help. Only 1 really helps. So once a day they do that. They work on their skills. They get those. They do the skills first and foremost, and they get that done and out of the way. And then they do a project. They do their school homework, and then that's it. That's all they do. And if you have the child's play, I think it helps with kids and with toddlers. I know it helps with toddlers, but I think it helps with kids too for skilling. And then Good Schools is a good one for 100 baby and On the Lead Line. So those are the ones I have, and that's the ones that I keep whenever I'm doing the 100 baby. Now when you're just doing regular, there used to be a way that you could fast skill children, but I think they've since fixed it, and they figured out it was a bug, but it was a little bit complicated. I'm not going to get into it because it would take a while. Now, how I've been going through my 100 baby, and I said a little bit of this in my last update, But this is Vermont, right? Yeah, and this is Utah. These two are twins. Vermont and Utah are twins, and Westbrook and Xavier are twins, and then Yoshi and Zach are twins. So, Vermont here is fixing to be a young adult. Let's see, what's he? He's a B student. He's got his skills. He only needs 3, so he's got that. He's done his homework. He's done that. He will more than likely, because I'll make him study hard, he'll be an adult tomorrow. I think Mom is pregnant right now. Pause. I think Mom is pregnant. Yeah, with 1 baby. So, I have 7 slots, and she can only get pregnant with 1 child. I only want twins. I don't want triplets. I'm in a groove, so I don't want triplets, so I just keep it with twins. So I always just have 1 spot open when she gets pregnant, and then I make sure the rest of the slots in the house are full. Vermont or Utah, one is going to age up. I believe in the play that I'm doing, in the actual save, I believe Vermont is the one that aged up first, and Utah took a little bit longer. Yeah. Because, see, he's still not even to level 3 on here. And so then I moved Vermont out immediately as a young adult. That way there's 2 slots open in the house. And then when Utah aged up to a young adult, I kept him in the house while she was still pregnant because I only want 2 kids. I don't want 3 at all. So I keep 1 young adult in the house. And then as soon as she goes into labor, I move... Or not as soon as she goes into labor. As soon as she goes into labor, I invite the next daddy over, and they woohoo to get their relationship good and everything, and I put him in a group so that way he can't leave. And then she gives birth, she takes care of the kids, I go to manage world, I kick out the young adult, so that way she has 1 slot open where she can get pregnant. I go back into the save, I get her pregnant, she's pregnant with 1 child, and then we have more teens ready to age up. And then when they age up to young adult, I kick 1 out, so that way the 1 baby goes to 2 babies. And then it's just like a cycle and everything. And the way I have it set up is we always have 2 teens, 2 children, 2 toddlers, or 2 babies. And so the toddlers will be children, and the children will be teens, and the teens will be moved out before she has her next set of kids. So it's kind of complicated. It's hard to explain, but I hope that explains it a little bit better. And I hope that this video helps to understand, if nothing else, at least how to fast level toddlers. Because getting them to level 3, you can do that in a day and a half, 2 days max. And getting them to max level, you can do that by the 3rd day. You know what I'm saying? So then you have the rest of the time to let your toddlers be toddlers and enjoy play dates and everything else. So I'm really trying to keep this video short. So if I didn't explain something, just ask in the comments and I'll explain further. And I might be better at explaining through words on paper instead of through words on my mouth. But, alright guys, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.